Attention passionate Seattle, SEAHAWKS fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news. Now folks, if you've been paying close attention to the NFL offseason, you've noticed how the landscape is constantly shifting, especially in the NFC West. And one of the most intriguing developments is the recent signing that's got everyone talking. Drake Jackson, the talented pass rusher, is now officially part of the Seattle Seahawks. That's right. It may have flown under the radar for some, but this move could end up being a game-changer for Seattle's defense, and honestly, for their entire outlook in the 2025 season. So, let's dig into what this really means for the Seahawks, and why this signing has so much potential to shake up the division. First off, for those of you who follow the NFL closely, you know Drake Jackson's name from his time with the San Francisco 49ers. He's a player with a lot of upside, a guy who's shown flashes of brilliance during his rookie season in 2022, where he racked up 3 sacks and made quite an impression with his speed and agility on the edge. That rookie year was promising, and many fans saw him as a player with the potential to develop into a cornerstone pass rusher. But then, injuries started to slow him down. You see, Jackson suffered a torn patellar tendon in November of 2023, which kept him sidelined for much of the 2024 season. That's a tough break for any young player, especially one still trying to establish himself in the league. Despite those setbacks, Jackson's young age, just 24 years old, means he still has a lot of room to grow and improve. The fact is, his injury rehab is progressing well, and reports indicate he should be ready for training camp. So why did the 49ers let him go? Well, it's pretty straightforward. The Niners were looking to bolster their pass rush through the draft, adding high-upside talent like Michael Williams, a player with tremendous potential. They also had to manage their roster, and with Jackson still rehabbing, they decided to waive him with a failed physical designation. That's a move that might come back to haunt them, especially considering Jackson's age and talent. Now, here's where it gets interesting for the Seahawks. The move to sign Drake Jackson is not just about replacing a player. It's about adding a piece with a specific mindset and skill set that fits perfectly into Seattle's defensive scheme. The Seahawks have been building a young core on defense, with Boy Mafe emerging as a promising pass rusher, someone they can definitely build around. But adding another young, talented edge rusher like Jackson could take their defense to a whole new level. It's the kind of move that signals the Seahawks are serious about contending, that they're not just satisfied with being decent. They want to be dominant. You see, Jackson's familiarity with the division is a huge plus. Having played for the 49ers, he knows the NFC West offensive lines well, understands the rivalries, and has experience in the intense, high-stakes environment of division games. That kind of mental edge can be invaluable, especially when facing familiar opponents like the 49ers, Rams, or Cardinals. Plus, his skill set, speed, agility, and a natural ability to rush the passer aligns perfectly with Seattle's defensive philosophy. They want players who can get after the quarterback, disrupt timing, and create turnovers. Jackson's 3 sacks in his rookie year show he can do just that, and with more development, he could become a consistent threat. What makes this signing even more promising is Jackson's age. At just 24, he's entering what should be the prime years of his career. Injuries are unfortunate, but they're also part of the game. What matters now is how he recovers, and how he's able to harness that potential moving forward. The Seahawks coaching staff and medical team are known for their thorough rehab programs, and if Jackson can return to full health, he could be a key piece in Seattle's defensive puzzle. Imagine him lining up alongside Boy Mafe, creating a dynamic duo that offenses will have to plan for. It's exactly the kind of depth and talent infusion the Seahawks need to stay competitive in a division that's only getting tougher. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. The Seahawks finished the 2024 season with a respectable 10-7 record, narrowly missing the playoffs but showing signs of progress. They have a young quarterback, a solid offensive line, and a developing defense. But to take that next step, they need to add key pieces, players who can elevate the team, players who can be difference makers on both sides of the ball. Signing Drake Jackson ticks all those boxes. It's a low-risk, high-reward move that could pay dividends down the line. And don't forget, Jackson's experience and potential could also serve as a motivating factor for the entire defensive unit. Young players thrive when they see teammates with talent and hunger, especially those who have faced setbacks and are ready to come back stronger. His presence in the locker room, combined with his on-field skills, could ignite a new level of competitiveness and cohesion among the Seahawks defenders. Looking ahead, fans should be pretty excited about what this means for the upcoming season. The Seahawks are clearly making strategic moves to bolster their roster, especially on the defensive line, which was an area that needed strengthening. With Jackson now in the fold, the Seahawks have a player who can contribute immediately, especially if he's fully recovered and in game shape by the start of training camp. His addition also signals that the team is willing to take calculated risks to secure future success. They're not just looking for a quick fix, they want players with upside, with the potential to become long-term staples. It's worth mentioning that this move also sends a message to division rivals like the 49ers. Seattle is not just sitting back, they're actively competing and acquiring players that can help them win now and in the future. The NFC West is fiercely competitive, with teams like San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Arizona all fighting to claim supremacy. Adding a player like Jackson, who's familiar with that division, could give Seattle a mental edge in those crucial matchups. It's a strategic move that might pay off in big games down the road. So for all you Seahawks fans out there, this signing is more than just a roster addition, it's a statement. The team is serious about contending, about building a defense that can harass quarterbacks and shut down opposing offenses. It's about creating a culture of relentless pursuit of excellence. And Jackson's story, coming back from injury, having played for a division rival, and showcasing his talent early in his career, embodies that resilience and potential. Now, as we look towards the upcoming season, the expectations are high. Fans are eager to see how this new piece fits into the puzzle. Will Jackson stay healthy? Can he develop into the pass rusher Seattle desperately needs? These are questions that only time will answer. But one thing is for sure, the Seahawks are making bold moves, and that's what makes this offseason so exciting. It's a clear sign they're not just in the game to participate. They want to win, to compete at the highest level, and to bring another Super Bowl title to the Emerald City. And just to wrap things up, I want to say that this signing is a perfect example of how the NFL offseason is a constantly evolving story. Every move, every signing, every draft pick can dramatically alter a team's trajectory. The Seahawks are betting on Jackson's potential, on his ability to bounce back from injury, and on his fit within their defensive scheme. It's a calculated risk, but in the NFL, that's how champions are built. The future looks bright for Seattle, and I can't wait to see how this story unfolds in the coming months. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Seattle Seahawks news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Seattle Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on Drake Jackson signing with the team? Do you believe he can bounce back fully and become a key player for Seattle? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Seahawks. Are you excited about the future? Do you think this move will pay off? I want to know everything you think. And don't forget, I'll be back very soon with more updates, more analysis, and all the latest Seahawks news. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep supporting our team through every twist and turn of this incredible journey. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Hawks!